welcome back to another F1 video, man. We have the HD last laps of the amazing Monaco Grand Prix from 1984. So we are going to see a lot of notable names in here. Very looking forward to it. I am enjoying these. So this is our second one. Like I said, if there's any retro races you guys want me to check out, let me blow in the comment section. We can definitely get to those. But first thing first, hope you guys are doing amazing, great, terrific, outstanding, absolutely stupendous on this lovely Monday. Obviously, just going over the race this past weekend. Shout my boy Charles Leclerc winning his second race out of the winning his second race this young season. Again, Ferrari's been good. Verstappen again having car issues. Trying to remember. That's really obviously Seb struggled. Good to see Albon getting P10. Shout out to that, man. That was probably a big surprise. Obviously McLaren getting top 10 as well. Good to see that. And yeah, that's really it. So it's a good race this weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. You guys let me know how you guys think the race went this weekend as well. And that's enough of me talking. Also, shout out to my boy T997 for showing the love, man. You watch all the videos. Can't thank you enough for that. Shout out to my boy T997 if you're watching this. Big ups, my boy. But anyway, let's get started with the video.
The new team manager, all very much on their toes, worrying about what's happening. And I'm going to give you the time interval now between the completion of
look at the track.
Alain Prost in the lead.
Alain Prost,
who is in second place, with the news that Keke Rosberg is closing up on Arnoux for fourth position, as Lauda completes the lap by foot. Now Prost has gone through. The gap was 21 seconds.
So Nicky Lauda must have just spun out.
Derek Warwick's car, taking an interest in everything all around him, perhaps wanting to delay the moment before he gets back, and we're still waiting for Senna to come through, and here he is. The gap now is down to 18 seconds. So Alain Prost in the lead is being caught quite rapidly. Here is Alain Prost on his 29th lap. Ayrton Senna has got the gap down from 31 seconds to 18.
Jeez.
Yes.
In the rain too?
At the current rate of progress, Prost is going to have to find another gear because Senna is catching.
Yeah, Senna's hawking his ass down. Senna is hawking his ass down.
Here's the leader. Senna second, Bellon third. The two new boys of Grand Prix racing this season in second and third places. Arnoux is fourth. Rosberg is fifth, the catching Arnoux.
Keke Rosberg
is sixth. The last man to be on the same lap as the leader. Alboreto is a lap behind in seventh place. Ginzani is the highest he's ever been in a Grand Prix.
Where are the other drivers at?
In ninth place is Jacques Lafitte. Then 4 laps behind the leader, but now out of the race, Patrese, as is Lauda. Winkelhock is retired, Mansell's out, Piquet's out, Haino's out. There are very few people left running in the race, and there's going to be even.
Oh, so there isn't really too many drivers anyway. A lot of them spun out. Okay, yeah.
Because although it was watered at the beginning of the race, of course it hasn't been watered since. Whereas the rain has continued to belt down on every other part of this Monaco lap. Now here is the leader coming through again. The gap was 18 seconds. He goes round Saint-Devote and starts to climb the hill for the 30th time in what we expect to be about a 60-lap race. And the gap between himself and Ayrton Senna is now 15 seconds. Ayrton Senna is catching this man, number 7, race leader Alain Prost, Marlboro McLaren, at the rate of 3 seconds a lap.
Senna is hawking him down lap by lap. Went from 31 to 18 to 15.
With only just over half of the race run at that time.
But I think we are watching the arrival of Ayrton Senna as truly outstanding talent.
Yeah.
Grand Prix racing. The rain.
Young talent, Senna.
Even
Youngin.
now, we've got a real cloud burst now. But Ayrton Senna has the same tires that Alain Prost is running, the same tires that the other Michelin runners. He's on Michelin tires, and he's catching Alain Prost at something like 3 seconds a lap. and that is a truly staggering performance. The Tolman is obviously a good chassis, which is a great credit to their team. They
God, you can't even see.
The rain now. You can see that it's much heavier. The track is much wetter.
That's what I'm saying.
A couple of laps ago, and now that's about the view you get when you're following another car. That brief one when he just came through and all the spray came up, and it's really horrible conditions. But Ayrton Senna is coping with them, and he's catching Prost hand over fist for the lead.
I can't believe that they're going to keep running this race. The conditions are the worst I have
Yeah, these are some bad
in
conditions.
a long time of watching races. Now here is Prost coming through again, and I'm going to start the stopwatch. 15 seconds was the gap. If Senna is continuing to close at the rate of 3 seconds a lap, Prost is waving his hand. Prost goes through, waving his hand at the officials. He wants to stop the race, and who can blame him? Now, I'm just waiting for Senna to come through. And the gap as Senna goes through quite dispassionately is down to 11 seconds. He's taken 4 seconds out of Prost's lead.
Yes, Prost...
Senna don't care. Like, he doesn't care that it's pouring. The conditions are awful.
But the fact of the matter is, it's a very slow track here. There's a lot of corners. Cars don't go very fast, and aquaplaning is not normally a problem, is it? I can't, from this position sitting here, say that it is or it isn't a problem, but normally there isn't enough water on the track. It's a very hilly track, so you don't get a lot of lying water. And, unless there's aquaplaning, there is in fact, from a purist and a dispassionate point of view, no reason to stop the race.
But a lot of engines are drowning now. Arnoux has gone past with a badly misfiring Ferrari engine, followed almost immediately by Keke Rosberg with the same trouble. And I would suspect that they are both running on only 5 cylinders.
Do you not suspect, Murray, possibly that that's because they're using half throttle because the conditions have got so bad? It may be that it isn't a misfire, it's just that the way they're driving...
The conditions are awful. See, this is why I be trying to tell y'all, man. Like, I know some of y'all do enjoy these wet races, stuff like that. But, like, it's... How? Like I said, I see why, it can be entertaining, you just don't know what's going to happen, stuff like that, but, you have Alan Prost waving over to official to end the race, which I think, why are you calling it off? But at the same time, he's probably doing it for, safety reasons, hey, let's end the race. But he probably knows Senna is hawking his ass down, he ain't trying to give up that first spot. He trying to give up P1. Hey, I don't blame him.
Because it affects the
I don't blame you, Prost. Senna's hawking you down.
Alboreto catching Prost. Now Alboreto has in fact been lapped, and Prost is slowing right down. And Alboreto keeps going. I'm beginning to think that Prost is in some sort of trouble. Don't forget that we suspect that Niki Lauda's engine was drowned. The gap, and we are now coming up to complete the 31st lap in what we expect to be a 60-lap race if it goes the full 2
I
hours.
doubt that.
Alboreto having been push-started. Once more we'll take the gap between Prost and Senna, first and second. It was 11 seconds, having come down from 15 on the previous lap. Prost waved his hand the previous lap, but not this one. And there goes Senna, and it's only 7 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Senna is freaking amazing. Senna, and this was young Senna as well. He is going freaking bonkers.
And what will happen if the race is stopped? Well, at this point, it could be that they will just decide the conditions are so bad that they can't restart.
That's what I'm saying.
In which case, the positions as they are now would be declared the final race positions, and half points would be awarded. And it might conceivably mean that, as in the French Grand Prix a couple of years ago, the race will be restarted later when hopefully the conditions have improved a bit, although I can't see much likelihood of them doing so. And out is going the red flag. The race is being stopped. There's an official in front of me with a red flag. The Monaco Grand Prix is being stopped.
I'm not mad about that. I ain't mad about that. I ain't mad about that.
The lead as a Frenchman when the conditions got this bad, because it is French officialdom, and I think if they stop the race, Tolman and Ayrton Senna will have a very, very reasonable grudge as he goes through catching Prost hand over fist. And I think that this is what I would call French timing. To be as polite as possible, it does seem to me a bit wrong. And Senna could catch him, but
yeah,
Ferrari in the way.
Well, there goes Prost into the Rascasse corner, chased by Senna in second place, just about 2 or 3 seconds behind him now. There's an official right in the middle of the road now.
Okay, my thing is this. If you're going to stop the race, why didn't you stop the race earlier? That's my thing. Why did you stop the race a couple laps ago? Because if I was Senna, I would be a tad bit pissed too. Why are you now ending it when I'm like now 7-6 behind him and I'm catching up to him every lap? Every lap he's cutting off at least 2, 3, 4 seconds off the lead. Why are you now calling the race off? That's just me. As for Prost, you guys wish. But like I said, if I'm Senna, I'm pissed. You now decide to call it off. And the conditions were already bad. Like I said, that's me. I would have just told him just to call it off earlier. I'm hawking his ass down. He now want to call it off. I mean, it's a bit crazy to me, but
the red flag and the
it is what it
flag
is.
Going out. They are stopping. This is going to be the end of the Monaco Grand Prix with Alain Prost. And Prost is stopping. And Senna crosses the line before he gets there. Now that's amazing. Prost has stopped actually on the line. Senna passed him as he got to the line, but subject to official confirmation, I'm virtually certain that Prost has won with Senna second.
Yes, I think Prost crossed the line just before Senna did, and it will be really a tragic result for Senna.
Wait.
He's not about to be world champion this year. He will undoubtedly be world champion in the future if his career continues. So whilst he has every reason and every justification for being very upset, he will he's got a big future.
Hey, this commentator knows. Who is it, James Hunt? This commentator, if that's James Hunt, he knows about Senna early on. That's weird though. Why did Alain Prost just stop right there? I know they was calling off to check and fly, but Senna went all the way. Like he actually crossed the line. Oh no, it's real interesting though. That's real interesting though.
Finished second in one this year to extend his world championship lead.
That's real interesting
the man you
though.
are looking at now, Ayrton Senna, who seems conceivably to think he has won, judging by the way he's waving his hand. In third position, Stefan Beloff. Equally,
you ain't win though, Senna. You ain't win, my boy.
René Arnoux in the Ferrari. In fifth position, Keke Rosberg. And in sixth place, Elio De Angelis.
You ain't win though, my boy. That's a bit funny. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's a good race. All the last couple laps were really good. Hopefully, but. If I'm Ayrton Senna, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why we now calling the race off? Just called off earlier, but it is what it is. Very good race, another retro race. Guys, don't forget to let me know which one you guys want to see next. If you enjoy these, don't forget to talk the video and stuff as well. Comment down below your thoughts and reactions. We'll see you guys later.